Hello friends, Marcy here, and we are ready for day 22 of the Colorverse Colorvent calendar. Only two, counting today, 3 reveals, only 2 left afterward before we get to review all of them and vote. So that'll be exciting. And let's get into this and then the Diamine Inkvent. So reveal a gorgeous color here. And okay, I'm seeing the glistening name. I'm excited about that. We get to see some gorgeous glisten. And this says Portuguese Meteor. And it looks like a light teal color or a sea green, light blue. We'll explore more of that in a moment, but I'm excited to see some more glisten. There we go. Day 22 is at the top. All right. And I need to get this unwrapped so I can see that text clearly. We'll be right back. Okay, so let's zoom in and check the label. Looks like nutmeg. So yeah, the text doesn't show up as well on the lighter background of the labels. And we have a shimmer ink. Okay, there it is. It's gorgeous. We have 2 shimmers in one day, a Colorverse glistening ink and a Diamine shimmer ink. Let's get to it. Okay, for both bottles, I have inverted upon its cap just to let some of this float without vigorously shaking it. And I'm looking forward to seeing some glisten on the page. Let me move over. So we have a focus, and the longer I stand here or sit here and talk, the more particulates are settling to the bottom. So let me, just for beauty's sake, show you. Here we go. And then we'll see how much settled back toward the bottom. It seems like the ink, the liquid is very thin and the suspension is very light. So I want to be able to enjoy that. All right, let's try again. And there we go. So I anticipate more shimmer or glisten in the bottom part of the swatch than in the top, just for the simple fact that it is settling quickly. All right, we have Portuguese Meteor. Ooh, see it? It's very thin liquid, very light and wet. Meteor. We're on day 22 of 24, so we're just moving right along. And here we go with some line width variations. See what kind of line or nib you'll need to reveal all of its beauty on paper. All right, moving on to, while this dries, we'll be moving on to the Diamine Nutmeg, and let's just turn this a little bit. Admire that beauty as it floats around there. Still heavy up in the top of the bottle. There we go. All right, shimmer. And we have nutmeg. Okay, I was considering this, because of the name, to be along this colorway. I had another ink as soon as I saw the color of the label. Wow, that shimmer is just floating there on top of the page. As soon as I saw the color of the label, I was considering a Sailor Mano ink called Curie, and it came with my Sailor Mano gift set chestnut on the Pro Gear Slim. That it hasn't been too long since I shared it as a new pen day, but yeah, inks are similar, and I'm gonna enjoy very much at the end going back to compare some of these colors, because at each opening or reveal I would see an ink and it's like, oh, that reminds me of da 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 da, you know. I'm actually loving the shimmer color. This is a good balance. The base ink is not too dark, and the gold shimmer just matches perfectly. I'm liking this. Okay. All right, I need some ink down on a chromatography strip, and I forgot to do that on the Colorverse ink, so I'll have to re-dip the nib there, but that's okay. Oh, a heavy line of shimmer came out there. Let's check this out. I wonder what it's going to do with water. All right, while these are drying, I'll dip the chromatography strips and we'll be back to close out our video of the day. Okay, so let's look at our dried swatches. The ink on the letter P here is still damp, but I can see quite a bit of shimmer floating there, so we'll be able to enjoy that as it's fully dry. But yes, I do have some glisten here, and a little more heavily from the bottom and toward the middle, where I mixed or inverted the bottle a second time to make sure the shimmer was dispersed. And it's just a very light, very small particulates of the glisten, not as large as other inks, but gorgeous color, gorgeous teal color. And the chromatography strip is still damp, but let's look at it here. Not surprised at all about the performance there. The very faint line of shimmer remained at the bottom. I'm not sure if you can see that in the light. But yeah, all these yellows here are evident mainly at the top on my swatch, but we'll see more of that tomorrow as we revisit, because we always do revisit the dried chromatography strips there. So let me move this away because it's still damp. And let's look closely at nutmeg. I'm loving this color. The shimmer and the base color are paired perfectly. I like that spot where it's really heavy, but the base color is just so enjoyable, and I think nutmeg is an appropriate name. So enjoy all of that glisten and beauty. And let's look at chromatography before we close out. The shimmer stayed heavily toward the bottom there, and the separation of colors, again, I'm not surprised to have so many different colors involved in making an ink base of the brown family. So there we go, another fun and successful day in ink swatching Colorverse and Diamine Inkvents for 2024. Thank you for choosing to spend your precious moments with me. Have a blessed day. Bye bye.